Okay, so hi. So today I'm recording this the same day as I recorded my last one, so that way I can just batch them and I don't have to worry too much about last minute going, I need to record. Because it's just easier that way. I think. I don't know. I still haven't edited any of them. So we'll see if editing me agrees. Today, well, in this video today, we're going to talk about the romance books I want to read this month. So, let's start it off with the fact that, like I said in my last video, not really reading a whole lot of romance this month. I think there's 3, maybe 4. But I kind of did that on purpose since I didn't want to dedicate the whole month to reading romance, just because I'm trying something new, of like spreading my wings of the genres that I read. The past couple years, the few books I did read have been mostly romance or romantasy. So, we're only going to do a few romance books this month. One of them is Love Theoretically. Hazelwood. She's one of my favorite authors right now. And I'll just read you what the back says. This is just a regular paperback book. I was going to try to borrow this from the library, but the library did not have it, so I had to go buy it. And I could have done Kindle version, but I've already got a couple other of her books in physical form, so I figured might as well just get another one. I believe this is part of her STEM series, Avi. But let's read the back. Let's crack into it. So, it says, rival physicists collide in a vortex of academic feuds and fake dating shenanigans in this delightfully STEMinist rom-com from the #1 New York Times bestselling author of The Love Hypothesis and Love on the Brain. The many lives of theoretical physicist Elsie Hanaway have finally caught up with her. By day, she's an adjunct professor toiling away at grading labs and teaching thermodynamics in the hopes of landing tenure. By other day, Elsie makes up for her non-existent paycheck by offering her services as a fake girlfriend, tapping into her expertly honed people-pleasing skills to embody whichever version of herself the client needs. However, it doesn't say however, it says honestly. Honestly, it's a pretty sweet gig, until her carefully constructed Elsie-verse comes crashing down because Jack Smith, the unknowingly attractive and arrogant older brother of her favorite client, turns out to be the cold-hearted experimental physicist who ruined her mentor's career and undermined the reputation of theorists everywhere. And he's the same Jack Smith who rules over the physics department at MIT, standing right between Elsie and her dream job. Elsie is prepared for an all-out war of scholarly sabotage, but those long, penetrating looks, not having to be anything other than her true self when she's with him, while falling into experimentalist orbit, finally tempt her to put her most guarded theories on love into practice. Yeah. I'm down. I like a good fake dating thing. The other STEMnist book I read in her universe was Not in Love. I loved that. Absolutely devoured it. So I'm happy I'm branching out into the other one. Because I also have Not in Love. Is that what it is? Not in Love? I don't know. It's in there. I'm pretty sure it's no, it's Love on the Brain. That's what it is. I also have that in there. But anyways, the other romance we'll be getting into, I don't know why my bookmark's in it. I haven't read any of it yet. But it's Verity by Colleen Hoover. It is a a romance thriller, a romantic thriller, if you will. I haven't had very many books of Colleen Hoover's recommended to me, but this one was recommended to me. And I'm intrigued. I don't think I've ever actually read like an actual romantic thriller, but you know, obviously, romance fits the month, fits the bill. So, and it kind of blends in with how I ended last month with reading We Used to Live Here, another thriller. So, let's read the back, and then I guess I'll get my thoughts off of that. Lowen Ashley is a struggling writer on the brink of financial ruin when she accepts the job offer of a lifetime. Jeremy Crawford, husband of best-selling author Verity Crawford, has hired Lowen to complete the remaining books in a successful series his injured wife is unable to finish. Lowen arrives at the Crawford home, ready to sort through years of Verity's notes and outlines, hoping to find enough material to get her started. What Lowen doesn't expect to uncover the chaotic office is an unfinished autobiography Verity never intended for anyone to read. Page after page of bone-chilling admissions, including Verity's recollection of the night her family was forever altered. Lowen decides to keep the manuscript hidden from Jeremy, knowing its contents could devastate the already grieving father. But as Lowen's feelings for Jeremy begin to intensify, she recognizes all of the ways she could benefit if he were to read his wife's records. After all, no matter how devoted Jeremy is to his injured wife, a truth this horrifying would make it impossible for him to continue loving her. That actually sounds really good. So the ghostwriter starts falling for the husband? T. That's all I have to say is T. My neighbor. I'm like, what's she doing? Where's she going? I'm nosy. Okay. Then after that, I want to say it's just Six Crimson Cranes, to which that's a book I'm going to borrow from the library. So, I don't have it on me. I put it on hold. I should be able to pick it up tomorrow. But it is Romantasy. I can put a little insert of the cover over here. Six Crimson Cranes. A princess in exile, a shape-shifting dragon, six enchanted cranes, and an unspeakable curse. Drawing from fairy tales and East Asian folklore, the original fantasy from the author of Spin the Dawn is perfect for fans of Shadow and Bone, a dazzling fairy tale full of breathtaking storytelling. Shiori Anma, the only princess of Kyoto, has a secret. Forbidden magic runs through her veins. Normally she conceals it well, but on the morning of her betrothal ceremony, Shiori loses control. At first her mistake seems like a stroke of luck, forestalling the wedding she never wanted. But it also catches the attention of Raikama, her stepmother. A sorceress in her own right, Raikkola banishes the young princess, turning her brothers into cranes. She warns Shiori that she must speak of it to no one, for with every word that escapes her lips, one of her brothers will die. Penniless, voiceless, and alone, Shiori searches for her brothers and uncovers a dark conspiracy to seize the throne. Only Shiori can set the kingdom to rights, but to do so she must place her trust in a paper bird, a mercurial dragon, and the very boy she fought so hard not to marry, and she must embrace the magic she's been taught all her life to forswear, no matter what the cost. Whoa! 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 That sounds so good. It's got 4.18 stars on Goodreads, so I think the other one is that one. I just recorded a video talking about which ones were romance and which ones weren't, and all of it went whoop, gone. Okay. The other one is The Shadows Between Us by Tricia Levenseller. Let's see. I'll read that. I'll put the little cover here, right here for you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, post editing me. So let's read this. Wet my whistle a little bit. Alessandra is tired of being overlooked, but she has a plan to gain power. 1. Woo the Shadow King. 2. Marry him. 3. Kill him and take his kingdom for herself. No one knows the extent of the freshly crowned Shadow King's power. Some say he can command the shadows that swirl around him to do his bidding. Others say they speak to him, whispering the thoughts of his enemies. Regardless, Alessandra knows what she deserves, and she's going to do everything within her power to get it. But Alessandra's not the only one trying to kill the king. As attempts on his life are made, she finds herself trying to keep him alive long enough for him to make her his queen, all while struggling not to lose her heart. After all, who better for a Shadow King than a cunning, villainous queen? That one doesn't sound too bad either. Oh my god. So many good sunny books right now. Okay. I did really good just going off of like a list of like popular stuff. So, that one has 3.81 stars on Goodreads, so it could be really good. It could be meh. But there's also been my fair share of books that I've read that are 3 stars that I've been like, no, 5 star. 5 star read, give me more. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I think those are the 4 books. I think that's everything as far as like the romance books I'm wanting to read in February. So they all kind of fit for different reasons as far as like, yes, they are kind of in the romance genre, but they're all kind of different in their own way. Six Crimson Crayons is more of like a Eurasian cultural read. The Shadows Between Us, straight up romantasy. That's all I'm grabbing from that. This one, thriller. This one, science. Contemporary, if you will. So they all kind of fit the theme of love, being in love, finding love, and pink and red, and I think those 2 ones that I'm getting from the library. Those have like a pinky red color. This one, It's orangey pink, but it also just. Where am I going with that? I don't know. It just fits the theme of love, romance. That's February. Which one I'll start with though? I really want to do Love Theoretically first. I already own it. But I think I'm gonna start with 6 Crimson Cranes. That one just sounded so good. I cannot, like, it's giving, the synopsis is giving Little Mermaid, but also Snow White. You know what I mean? Picking up what I'm saying? So, I think I'm honestly probably going to start with 6 Crimson Cranes as soon as I'm done with Mistborn, which I'm going to try to fly through the rest of it. 30% through. I think I can finish it if I like hardcore read the rest of. I'm just keep hitting them. I'm so stupid. If I hardcore read for the rest of today and tomorrow. I was gonna hang these shelves, but I have other matters that I attend to, and also I need to drill holes in the walls, and that requires finding studs. Just maybe I was gonna return them, but I think I might change their purpose for something else. So that is where I'm gonna leave that. I got a lot of reading to do, and I need to be kept busy. I do need to edit one of these videos I recorded today to post today. So I'm going to edit that real quick, hop into finishing this, go pick up my library books tomorrow, and then I'm going to start 6 Crimson Cranes, take a break from the library book, go return that, and then hop through the rest of my February TBR. Yeah. Take a plan. Take a plan, Ruby Dubai. Take a plan. That is. Okay. Anyways, she needs to go potty. So I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Which one do you think I should read first? I think the 6 Crimson Cranes, but if any of the other books I said stand out to you and think, no, you need to read that first, let me know. If there's anything else you think I should read throughout the year, drop that down below. And I think for this video, if you want to drop an emoji to let me know that if you don't even have anything to say, you just want to say, hey, I saw you. You can drop a like and maybe a subscribe, wink, wink. And what emoji should they do? You're pretty vocal this episode. Drop a paw print emoji, you know? Let Ruby know that you heard her and you love her. And yeah, subscribe, hit the like button. Hit the notification button too, why not? That way you can get notified anytime I post and stay up to date and be one of the first few people to see it.